Hey guys, welcome back again. So this is part 2 of the Thursday night arena game. Guys, I told you guys I wanted to separate it into two because the other video was about 19 minutes long, and imagine if I add this one, it's going to be like 30 something. So I hope you have watched that one. If you haven't, you really need to, because it's very, very emotional and also something you wouldn't want to miss. Yesterday, the other ones, actually, the first part one, okay, I'll use part one to describe it. Part one, basically, those people talked about their mothers, and then this part two, they talked about their fathers and some their sisters, and then uncle. So let's go. We're starting off with Kidwire. Kidwire said that he learned a lot from his dad, and that he didn't really know about his dad from his dad, but he heard from a lot of people that his dad growing up, it wasn't easy, that his parents did not want to train his dad. The dad left home when he was 16 years old and he trained himself. He said the dad, I think this is already a known fact. Some of us have already stuffed the internet and knows that on the dad's 40th birthday, he hosted about 14 governors in London during Good Luck Jonathan's regime. He said his dad is always looking out for people and he carries people's matter for head. Like, he's a person that has made a lot of governors. You all know that Kidwire's father is a billionaire. He said he's actually lucky and blessed that he has his father. He said he has not really appreciated the dad that much, and when he's listening to other people's story and how they have been suffering, he's like being more appreciative now. And he said that the father did everything for him. The father is a leader. He cannot do anything, as in his father has just been there for him. He does things without asking from anybody. You can imagine someone leaving home at 16 years old and coming back super made. And guys, good news, the father actually went live on Instagram yesterday and he declared that he has approved the relationship between Kidwire and Erica. So if they want to take it further, that he's going to host their wedding both here in Nigeria. Their fans, that's Kidwire fans and Erica's fans, the wedding will be hosted for them in Nigeria, and then the men wedding will be abroad. So you guys should get ready for this if Kid and Erica are ready to be together. Then the next person is Ozo. Ozo talked about his father too. He said he has 3 sisters. We obviously know that. The dad doesn't believe in boy-girl segregation, or maybe if he didn't have a boy child, that he's not that kind of person. He said that the mom was the stricter one in the house. Not that the dad wasn't strict though, but that the mom made him to study a lot all the time. They want him to read. That sometime there was a time she told him to go and study, and he felt that he has studied enough and wanted to rest. That was when they were preparing for their common entrance, and he started crying. And then the dad met the dad and was complaining to the dad that the dad just reduced his glasses and was like, do you know you're a foolish boy? He said that sunk on him, like he's not making this man proud enough. And since then he always strives so hard to make sure that he does things well and also achieve whatever he puts his hands to do. He said that his painting is about a man leading a boy to the light, and that is the father leading him to the light. He said he always puts his mom, his sisters first before himself. Like, he takes care of them, takes care of everybody. He said always encouraging him to be the best in every situation. He said whatever the dad has attained in life, that if he can able to attain like 70% of it, that he knows that his family, his own personal family, when he gets married, will be good, and also that they will not suffer. He said he gave him the best education. You all know that also even studied abroad. He said the dad will always want you to know the consequences of your actions, that he's grateful to him for marrying the mom and taking care of his mom. He said the dad is like a walking machine, and that he does not tolerate indiscipline. And the dad is always making sure that he's safe, that his dad is down to earth. Like whenever he's around and they're playing a match, that two of them they watch together. That maybe if he's wearing his slippers before the end of the match, you see his slippers scattering all over the place because he must have kicked the slippers thinking that it was a ball, meaning that his dad was really playful. Now coming down to Neil said that he's coming from a very large family of about 29 children. So he painted a house symbolizing his family. His father is a son, and that he has a lot of wives too, and that the father is also a disciplinarian. He said he doesn't even know all the children, that the love of his life is his mom, but he's going to talk about the dad because he has really not told the dad how much he means to him and how much he loves him. That the dad, the little he can do, he usually do it for them, and he is the kind of person that makes sure that all his children went to school. He gave them sound education. Yes, he said the dad was too much. He said the dad is actually sick, like because he's still alive. The dad is at the stage 4 diabetes. He takes about 25 tablets every day. Still, it doesn't stop him from taking care of everybody. It doesn't stop him from being a son. That the dad have women in different states and he takes care of all the children, that you wouldn't hear that this particular child here, that he's not the one taking care of the person. So that the dad is not a kind of emotional person, that is more of a disciplinarian. That one of the Father's Day, one of the siblings bought him a wine and a card and took it to his room. I was like, Daddy, happy Father's Day. And the dad just looked at him and was like, is this what you want to do with your life? That he's not the kind of person to show emotions. That it's not like he didn't appreciate it, but that is just his kind of person. He's just always very serious with life, like that life means more a lot than just being romantic and all that. He said that as it stands now, him and the mom, that they are separated. And when he was sick, the dad was there, that he was really surprised that the dad was there, because when he was about to enter the theater for his surgery, that when they gave him drugs, he was hearing the dad's voice in the background, and he was so happy, like that he had to make out time to come and be with him in the hospital. That he has never ever acknowledged his dad for anything, but that he really wants to tell him that he loves him and that he appreciates him for all that he has always been doing for him. Now it got to Lekon turn, and Lekon said that he was talking about his dad. In his painting, there is a hand on top that is holding down. He said that hand represents the father's hand. He said that the father loves him 100%. He loves people around him, that he's always doing good. His father was a police officer, and that one time they tried to set the dad up because they called him that there was a robbery somewhere, and he rushed immediately. When he got there, he didn't see any robbery. Instead, they wanted to kill him. So they wanted to use a cutlass to chop him off, and then he used his right hand to wedge the cutlass, and they cut his hand off. And since then, the dad has been using one hand, and that is the left hand. So because of that, he thinks that was the reason, because he wasn't left-handed initially, that is Lekon, but all of a sudden he saw himself using the left hand because he saw his dad using his left hand a lot, and that the dad was doing very well even with that left-handedness. So he said that the dad is extremely nice, that if the dad has 1 million naira and someone needs 950,000, that he's the kind of person that will bring the money out and give to the person. So he said that the dad likes to take care of people to the point that even when he was sick, he was very sick, he did not want to let anybody know about it, just because he doesn't want people to pity him and then him not being able to take care of others. So he kept it so to himself until about 2 months before he died. That was when they knew that he was sick and that he was very close to his dad, but somehow he didn't just understand why the dad would be too good, but now he understands better, although he feels that it was being selfish to himself. Like, you should always put yourself first rather than other people. Like, if he had owned up that he was sick, okay, that they would have taken care of him and then he wouldn't have died. So he said he learned a lot from his dad. He learned a lot from his dad's mistake. He said the dad was very funny and that he always made him laugh a lot. Okay, so the next person is Prince. So Prince said that the dad's name is Salio Mike Enwerem from Imo State. If you're from Imo State or from the eastern part of of Nigeria, that name should ring a bell. He's a very influential traditional ruler, and he said that the dad was very strict and he has never told his dad how much he loves him. He said he has an elder brother. He's the second son of the house, but the dad sent the brother abroad to go study, and that the brother stayed away for about 15 whole years, and that he was like the first child of the family for 15 whole years, that he used to follow his dad to every council meeting that that the dad would attend, that he wasn't comfortable with that. He didn't like it at all because he was a child, and going to all those old men meetings, that he did not find it funny. He always wanted to break even, to be like his other mates, play like with others, but the dad did not accept that, and that made him very angry at all times, that he always talked back at the dad, that the dad was very strict, but no one could talk to him except him. So he said that the dad did not go to the university, but he made sure that all his children went to the university, that there are actually many in the house, including house helps that will always help them in the house. The dad read everything and anything. Like, there is no topic or any issue of life that you bring up now that the dad doesn't have any idea of. He said the dad was also a businessman. He had a shoe company, and almost all their mates that worked for the dad, that they used to live with them, until when his mom decided that no, we are not going to have mates anymore, no more mates. So that in their house there was nothing like you are my child, you are my maid, that everybody works together. Saturdays everyone comes out and do clean up in the house. He said the dad used to tell him that he is a smart child, so that made him to have this competitive nature in him. He gave an example when he was in school, that he was actually smart. The first time he was 10th position, the second time he was 10th position, then the next time he got so comfortable and took 17th position, that the dad beat the hell out of him, and it made him to go back to the drawing board and studied very hard. So the next time he got second position, the next time he got first position, that the father will always tell him that anytime he fails, try again. That although he was a rebel of the house, he argued so much with his dad, that he was so hot-tempered, but yet the dad did not give up on him. He made sure that he trained him, and he wanted him to be what he would be. He said that at a point that the dad told him that when he gets to a certain age, that he's going to throw him out of his house and disown him, but that the mom even told him to go and apologize to the father, but he refused to go, that he's using this opportunity to say daddy that he's sorry for always being disrespectful, for always giving him troubles, that his dad got into the throne. He was selected to be there because he wasn't even the first child of the family, that the great-grandfather was the traditional ruler of the family, of their village. But after he died, they did not have any king for the longest time. But after the dad was born, he was like picked from the family to take over the ruling of the village, and that ever since then he has been so well that he wants to thank him for all he has been doing for his people in the village, for his children and all that, that when he grows up, like when he becomes a father, that he will want his children to meet him, and also he will want to be like him. Yeah, and Dorothy came up. Dorothy talked about her uncles rather. She said she did not really know about this man until after the father died. That one day she came back from school, she and the sister, they are in boarding school, they met their gates wide open and everybody was all over the place. The dad's picture was hung somewhere, so they went inside the house and asked questions. They told them that their father was dead, so that he died of heart attack at night. So after the death, that this man has always been there for the mother and also her siblings, everybody. So that period, that family wanted to take the daddy's properties. They were having issues with the mom, accused her of killing their father, that they wanted to shave off her head and wanted her to drink some concussions just to swear that she didn't do that. But somehow the man got through it and then made sure that that did not happen. And since then he has taken their matter on his head, that this man is super busy. He has 5 businesses, he's a barrister. Still he makes out time to take care of them, like from her elder sister to her junior ones, that he is the one that saw her through when in the university. Even the elder sister, that the junior sister is still in school now, and the brother, that he is the one that takes care of every single thing. That the funny part of it is that last year she just realized, they got to know that this man is not even their direct uncle, not even their cousin. He's just someone that grew up from the same village with their dad, and that him and his dad were friends, and he just took it upon himself to take care of them. That she just wants to use the opportunity to appreciate him for all that he did for their family. So Watoni came up, and Watoni talked about her son. He said her son is her rock. His name is Kent, and that he is bearing her surname because she is like the father and the mother to him. She used the star to describe him, and then she also talked about how she conceived the boy. He said it was she said she had an intense makeout, but it wasn't sex. So the sperm got through, and then it fertilized, and then she got pregnant without making out. So she had to tell her mom about it, and her mom was like, how possible is this? That she's happy that everyone around her believed her, that the only person that is likely to believe the story is the person that actually disvirgined her, because blood came out. Guys, in another story we'll digest this. I don't even want to talk about this now so that I don't really deviate. Okay, so she said that period she took malaria drugs, she took warm drugs, she took abo to abort the baby. Still the baby did not come out. So she and her mom made up her mind, and this she realized after she was about 5 months pregnant, how to tell the dad. Then when she told the dad just said, will she be able to go to school? And that was it. Nobody scolded her. She gave birth to the baby, and she said since she gave birth to the baby, she has been so overprotective of him, to the point that she doesn't want anyone to even help her train him. She wants to just train him the way she wants. That her parents, sometimes when they scold him, or when people talk to him anyhow, that she always gets angry. That she's not doing that because of anything, just because of she's so emotional about him and how he came into this world. That he's the kind of person that knows her very well, that they do everything and anything together. Yeah, so he said he means the world to her, that is her rock. And that is why when she had issues with Erica, and Erica mentioned the son, that she was not really happy about it, because she's very overprotective of the son. So Tolani Ban said that her own is not really a sad story, okay, but that the story is basically about her, that she has struggled a lot, but she's going to be talking about her sisters, her three sisters. She has 126, 123, and 16. They are all based in America. She was raised in America. She said that her parents actually were the kind of people that they wanted her to be something else and she wanted to be something else, so they were always conflicting about that. She always wanted to be a creator. If you guys know if you guys don't know, Tolani Banj is a YouTube creator. Yeah, she does great content on here too. She said that she was always going back and forth. She didn't know what to do. Am I going to be a doctor, a lawyer, a consultant, whatever? But that's she wasn't vibing and seeing herself succeeding in America, that it's made her to always distance herself from her parents, because her parents did not really encourage her at all, but the sisters will always be the ones to support her and encourage her. They are the people that she will always go to tell things, and they will be the ones to encourage her, So she said when she was abroad, she was actually working, doing well, but she just wanted to break even. She wanted to be her own boss. She didn't want to work for anybody. So she left America and came down to Nigeria. And also the fact that she was tired of paying bills and suffering for nothing. That is her quote. I was tired of paying bills and suffering for nothing, so I came back to Nigeria. She said when she was coming to Nigeria, her sisters told her that, man, Nigeria is tough. She came and that she enjoyed staying in Nigeria. So what she did was to go back to America, worked for 1 year, made money, and then came back and established in Nigeria. And at that first time she came, she met some set of content creators, people that could express themselves the way they wanted without being bounded with the office work, going to work every day. You just do things at your own pace, so that she enjoyed it. And then when she came back, she established some things. She said she has actually achieved a lot. She has also failed a lot, that she doesn't like to talk about her achievement because she feels she has not even gotten to where she want to be. So that is it. She said so far she is happy and grateful that her sisters were there to push her. And yeah, that's the end of it, the 14 of them. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it's too long. I'm so sorry about that. Everyone has their story. Everyone has their bad time, the down time. Everyone, no matter how rich you are, no matter how poor you are, somehow, some point. Okay, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Okay, go ahead and share with your friends, and also leave me comments in the comment section. Let the gist continue. Thank you guys so much, and until I come your way next time, bye guys.